Okay, guys, today is Saturday. It's June the 4th. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Man, listen, for June, it is really cool, okay? I mean, it's in the 40s here this morning, so great morning to treat our bees. Now, I gave them a treatment last week of oxalic acid, and come back this morning, and I've done the same thing. Actually, you'll see there are some fumes still coming out, if you can see. I just got done with the treatment. We'll show that here in just a minute. Now, this week, I'm not going to do a hive inspection for the weekly video. These girls, you know, had about 5 frames of bees. Lots of brood. She is doing good. We made a little split. So, with that being said, I'm going to give them some time. I'm just going to go ahead and let them build. That's what they need to do. That's another thing I might say. You know, guys, whenever you get in your bees, in my opinion, when you get in those bees, it sets them back just a little bit. So you don't want to get in there too many times. I know when you first get bees, you're excited. You want to see, you know, what's going on. You want to see oh, you know, what they're doing and all that, but you want to be sure now to let them work. You got you got to give them time. They know what to do. They know where to put stuff. They know what's going on in the hive a lot better than what we do. So you just got to really be careful and not get in there too much. Now, with that being said, I will say this. You know, from we're depending on where you live, March, around here mid-March up until this time, first part of June, yeah, you want to get in there once a week, for sure. You want to get in there, you want to check and see what's going on. You want to check for swarm cells especially. You know, this is swarm season. So you definitely want to get in there and check. But now we're getting into the season here where it's honey time, and the nectar flow is starting, and the swarming tendency, it seems to be easing off. So when that happens, you want to let them work, and you don't want to get in there as often. You want to just let them go. And I do mine about every 2 weeks now, and that's really about all that you have to do. Now, in today's video, I want to give you a little update on a couple things. First, we're going to show you how I treated. But I've had a few questions about the fence, and I want to kind of go over that as well. And I'm going to show you my setup here, what I got. I've not had you in here, I don't think. But what I've got here is I've got a box made, and I've got a mess right there right now. But I have the Primus Shock 4 that I ordered, and the fence is off right now. That right there is a oh, well, I think it's 4 joules is what that is. So, okay, so I'm up here and I'm away from everything. I don't have any power. You know, that comes with a thing that you can plug it right into power, and you're good to go. So what I've done, you know, I've got it on this marine battery. I've got everything in this box because we have a lot of thieves around here. But I put everything on a marine battery, and this is the back of my panel here for my solar charger. I got just a little solar charger, trickle charger, and now with all the leaves on the trees, as you can see, I'm missing some of that sun, so I'm actually going to move that thing. The sun's coming right now. It is hitting onto the charger, but it's not going to last long, so I need to move it around toward the front. Now, with that being said, you know, I'm up here and we have no power. So that's just like treating what I just did. And I want to show you this as well. We have no power. That comes, you know, with a 110 cord is what you plug it into. Well, I don't have 110 up here. So what do? I went to Harbor Freight, and you can see right here, I bought a Harbor Freight. That is a 750 watt power inverter, and what it does, it just hooks straight into your battery, which I can go ahead and unplug it. It hooks straight into your battery, and then that gives you plenty of power supply for the Lorobbee wand. So let's walk over here just a minute. I'll show you how I got this fence wired up. Now, we have a lot of bears in this area, as I said, and the way that I have this set up right now, my top and my middle and my bottom are hot. Second one down, fourth one down are neutrals. Now, what does that mean? Well, here's what that means. If a bear comes up here, he needs to run his head through here. He needs to make contact with a top and the second one down, or, you know, any combination. He's got to touch two wires to get a shock. And I actually see a limb hanging on this thing, so I'm gonna get it off. He's got to make contact with two of the wires to get a shock. The reason I done that, this ground up here is real dry, very dry. And I know we're getting ready to get into the part of the year where it's going to dry up. Gonna be no rain. We always have a hot, dry summer usually. And I've got 3 ground rods. I'll show you those. There's one. It's over here tied onto. There's the second one right there. And then over here is my third, right down there. Hopefully you can see that. Now, I've got that tied in as well, and everything comes back and meets up to that ground rod right there. Now, you ask why the water hose. Well, you know, you can't let your wires touch. The hots can't touch the neutral, all that. So I just had an old water hose. I went ahead and cut it and just run that just like a piece of conduit. So that's about where we're at. Now, seems to work well. I will say this, it's been about 3 days ago, I was up here, and the guy that actually lives right here in his house, he said, hey, he said, you had a visitor the other night. And I said, really? And he said, yeah. Well, it was a big bear was in his yard, and he said when it left his yard, it walked right up this path. We have a path right here, comes through the woods, as you can see right here. And guess where the bear went? He come right to the bees. Now, he didn't bother anything. Did he get in the fence? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. So he didn't bother anything, so that's a good thing. I hope that he get the fence, and maybe he got a good jolt out of it. Maybe he won't come back. So, but that's about what we got today. Now on the treating, you know, like I said last year, what I did is I had a wand, and I treated with that wand. And like I said, you know, in the previous video, wand is fine. It does a good job. It's slow. Now it is. It's very slow. If you've got, you know, 1, 2, 3 hives in your backyard, it's fine. You know, you're looking 10 minutes or so, probably per hive to treat. And then you got a little time in between that you got to do some things. It's probably 15, 20 minutes per hive. You know, if you got several, that takes some time. So I really do like this Lorobbee so far. Like I said, this is the second time I've used it. Man, it's fast, and it really puts out some vapor. So we'll see what happens. Now, okay guys, so here's the Lorobbee, and I just turned my power on. You'll see the temperature is going up. You want to let it get up to 400 degrees. Once it reaches 400, I'll turn it upside down. I already have my cap filled up. Put that on, we'll stick it in the hole, turn it back up. This will drop down. You'll see the vapor come out. This heat will drop down to 3 something probably. Whenever it reaches back up to 400 degrees, it's good to go. Now it's early. It's about 8 o'clock. Today is Saturday, June the 4th, and I'm gonna tell you, it's cold out here. It's in the 40s, and no bees are flying, which is good. That means we'll get them all. So we'll see what happens. Now, we'll let that warm up, and then I'll put my respirator on. Be sure when you're fooling with this oxalic acid that you do wear your respirator. And I'll be honest, when you stick it in the hole and turn it upside down, get away from it if you can. Just let it sit there and get away from it. Don't breathe these fumes. Doesn't hurt the bees, hurts the mites. Let me tell you, hurts our lungs as well. Take care of those lungs. And I got some other things I want to show you here in just a little bit. So we'll just let this warm up, see what it's going to do. You see right now we're at 375. I'm going to go ahead and get my respirator on, and I probably won't be able to talk here for just a little bit, but you'll get to see what happens. Be sure to wear your respirator, guys, and also be sure to wear some glasses. So it looks like we're up to temp now. We'll go ahead and we'll do it. I'm going to step back away from it. You can see the vapor is coming out. Right now we're at about 320. That's good. It's climbing. Really getting a good dose there. Up to about 360 now. We'll let it go to 400 and see what happens. 375, really getting a good dose. I like the Lorobbee so far, guys. I really do. So we're up, should be done. Pull it out. That's where we're at. We'll get my glasses on. Yep, most of it burned off. Got just a little residue. I'm gonna turn it off. We'll wait just a minute before we take our respirator off. Probably sound like Darth Vader. I got a new mic, so hopefully you can hear me. Alright, that's a good treatment right there. It looks like it really done good, so I really like that thing. I do. Okay, I'm going to go over and I'm going to turn my power inverter off. I'm going to just let it fumes get out of there for just a minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully you can hear me. All right, guys, one more thing I want to show you. Here at West Virginia where I live, you know, our biggest flow would probably be the Basswood. As I told you at the very beginning, you know, at this yard here, and I didn't know exactly what we would have. I'd hope we'd have some Basswood. Well, we have a lot of Basswood, and I want to show you some things. One thing is, and I don't know why it does it, but the trees will stay really green when they first get their leaves on. But for whatever reason, and maybe somebody on there can explain this to me, when the Basswood, when it gets ready to bloom, probably within a couple weeks of when it gets ready to bloom, it turns silver. And I don't know why it does that, but I'm looking here up in the woods right here, you know, right there is one, and up towards the top I see all kind of silver. Those are basswoods. Now around here everybody calls them linden, you know, linden tree. It's an American linden is actually what it is. Everybody calls it a linden, so everybody loves linden honey. So man, look, it looks like this is going to be a really good spot for these trees. There's linden trees everywhere up in there, and I'll draw a little arrow on there, maybe you can see what I'm talking about. But those trees, they turn to silver. Now after the bloom goes away, they go back green again. So I don't know why that is. Maybe it's something you can explain to me. You know, I'm not a botanist or nothing like that. So if you know why they do that, let me know. But that is a good way to see what you got. And it looks like we have plenty here. So not going to help me a lot this year, but hopefully for next year. All right guys, so that's about all that we have today. I know it's a very different type of video. Like I said, you know, we don't get in these bees. We don't want to get in them all the time. We want to let them grow here. I know last week we had a lot of brood. Once you got brood in there and it's capped, it's usually about 12 days, and then that brood will start emerging. So if we wait till next weekend, we should see a lot more bees in there. Just let them do their thing. That's all that we can do. So until next time, you know, this is Tim, and I want to thank you for stopping by. I appreciate, you know, everything that you've done, your comments, all your reviews. I thank you for giving me all the likes and subscribing. I really do appreciate it. You know, this means a lot. It does. If we can help one person, you know, then we've done our job. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you. God bless you. God bless your family. I hope you and your family are well. I hope you have a good week. So join us. I'm going to try to drop another video or two maybe this week. We've got some other things going on, and the yard is filling up. We've got a swarm here that we're going to transfer over today. I've got a box full of bees in the back of the truck that a buddy of mine gave me. We'll see what happens. So things are looking up. Who knows? We might even get a little honey here after all. I have hopes for that long hive. Man, I've been filming that, and that thing's strong. I think we might get a little honey off of those. So we'll see. So guys, have a good week. God bless you. Take care of yourself. This is Tim, the Boone County Beekeeper. Thanks for being with us. Come back.